California, and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right to the air is Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. From the gun, Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. One quarter in the books. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A pickup there.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game.
That is caught. What a throw. Cooper, touchdown, Rams.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Anthony Gould now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. 3rd and 9. Here's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. You took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. In motion, it's Robinson. Play action, Stafford. Open man downfield is Higbee. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Higbee. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Richardson to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Stafford working from the pistol. Hupp brings it in left side. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. On play action, it's Stafford. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Stafford to throw again. That one intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed. And And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Richardson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Dumbass!
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it.
Damn!
Going to be set for the first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Taylor going to try to pull his way in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Colts will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. First down, Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, it's Stafford. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Wow, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves...
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Matthew Stafford. Touchdown, L.A. Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now here in this fourth quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's second down and 3. Taylor. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Trying the left side and caught by Pittman.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win, and the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. To throw, it's Richardson.
Wow! What the fuck?
Incomplete. Give them credit, they were going for the win, but it remains a 1-point deficit. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Good game.
So it's a win here for the Rams.